Begin this hour with breaking news out of Slough House in Sacramento County. Sacramento Metro Fire rescuing two people stranded on top of their car in standing water a short time ago. This is video from the scene off Kiefer Boulevard and Jackson Road. We do know both people are safe and no one was injured. A hard closure is in place. The car will remain on scene until the water goes down. Now, this is next to Casumnas Elementary School, but there's no school today for President's Day. Well, thank you for tuning in to ABC 10 News at 11. I'm Conchetta Callahan.
And I'm Walt Gray. We are obviously on the storm watch today. Strong to severe thunderstorms making their way through parts of the valley as we speak. Let's get outside right now, give you a live look all across our region. 4 locations here: Sacramento, San Francisco, Lake Tahoe, and Palisades Ski Resort. It's like Palisades is getting a little action there right now. So, Brendan, you've been talking about this all morning. You've been on the clock since about 3 this morning.
Yep.
Is this coming through the way that you expected?
Yes, as of right now. It's starting, what it looks like to be doing is starting to move into the valley, starting to ramp up just a little bit. That low pressure a little closer to the coast than it was at 6 a.m. this morning, and we're starting to see some of that rain moving across the coastal range into the valley. So now we've got showers popping up south of Sacramento. Again, there's nothing severe, not looking at any thunderstorms at the moment, but this is going to be one of those days where things just kind of pop up and they get going, and then it could be dropping some hail, making a funnel cloud, could be within 10 minutes of it popping up on radar. So we're just going to be here kind of babysitting the radar for the next several hours to see when and where these storms are going to pop up. Some heavier rain up north of Yuba City right now along I-5, up near Colusa. That's pretty much it right now. But again, this is going to be something where we're watching the radar because we expect things to pop up and get going pretty quickly. 61 for current temperature, Sacramento 61 in Elk Grove, 63 Stockton, 62 Modesto. These temperatures are definitely helping for us to get some of these storms going this afternoon. We are already in the 60s, so our high temperatures here are in the low to middle 60s. Again, we are getting pretty close already to our forecast high temperature, so we might get a little warmer than this. 63 Sacramento, 65 in Stockton, 64 Modesto, 50s in the foothills. But that level 2 slight risk for severe thunderstorms is still in place. So lightning, heavy rain out of these thunderstorms that form, wind gusts of 55 miles per hour or greater are possible out of some of these storms. We're also going to be looking for the chance for some small to medium-sized hail, and also, again, the funnel clouds and the tornadoes that could be possible with some of these stronger storms. So by 12 o'clock, you see some of these showers potentially turning into some thunderstorms as they push north of Sacramento. Bands of rain potentially setting up. The latest model runs over the last couple of hours have moved away from maybe the discrete kind of individual thunderstorms and more towards a line of storms, which does change our severe risk slightly, but definitely favors the wind risk, I would say, more than hail if this is what indeed sets up. By 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you still see showers and thunderstorms across the area. So this is something that we will be looking at all afternoon, starting now, continuing through the afternoon, early evening, all the way to sunset. Impacts going to be that hail, wind, tornado threat as well. Just be weather aware today. Make sure you got that ABC 10 app so you can get those weather warnings. Jordan?
Hey, Brendan, thank you, and good morning. In terms of traffic today, we do have chain controls in the high country along Interstate 80 this morning. What you can see here behind me is I-80 at Donner Summit. You can see some visibility issues there and the camera moving back and forth because of some of that wind. Now, I'll get to more of that in just a minute here. Through the Sacramento area, not seeing a whole lot in terms of traffic issues. However, what you do want to watch out for is roadway ponding and flooding. I've seen reports of spinouts so far this morning, also some reports of flooding even on our highways as well. So just be mindful of that as you head out the door. Rainbow to Donner Lake interchange is where we have chain controls right now on Interstate 80. Of course, we're going to see those ramp up later on this afternoon. Highway 50 is looking clear this morning. And in terms of impacts today, what you want to look out for, as I mentioned, roadway flooding and ponding is definitely something that you want to keep in mind today. Remember, turn around, don't drown. In terms of snow, chain controls possible throughout the day, as well as road closures. So watch out for that. And finally, watch out for wind as well in the high country. When you mix together wind and also snowy conditions, that can cause visibility issues. And then in the valley spots, for high profile vehicles, wind can cause issues as well for balance there and could lead to crashes. So definitely some things you want to consider before you head out today.
Absolutely. All right, Jordan, thank you for doing that. And we continue our storm coverage right now throughout the region. And the roads are already being impacted.
ABC 10's Monica Coleman is in Sacramento, where she found a sinkhole on the way out there. Monica?
Hey, good morning. As you can see right behind me, an audience is starting to grow, and it's not to watch me do this live report, but to see the sinkhole that is in the middle of the road in their neighborhood. Take a look behind me. You can see as neighbors are looking in amazement of this sinkhole that is right in the middle of the road here on Theo Way in Sacramento. You can see there are multiple cones surrounding the area to make sure that drivers don't fall in, and there's also road closure signs as well. We've seen multiple crews here this morning trying to really understand what exactly happened. When we spoke with neighbors today, they tell us that the storm was so heavy and so intense last night that the water may have caused this sinkhole to happen. We got to talk to a couple of neighbors, old and young. Dylan, he's just 9 years old. He said he's never seen anything like this ever in his life. He explained to me what it was like to see a sinkhole right in front of his front door.
I was scared, but after when the locals seen it and came to look, it's very relieved that they came and we didn't have to and do it by ourselves.
All right, so here's Dylan live with me right now. We were just talking about that sinkhole that you saw earlier.
Yep.
We're no longer scared, right?
Yep.
We understand Mother Nature's going to do what she wants to do.
Yes.
And we're going to stay inside and be safe when the storm starts in any moment now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, me and Dylan are going to sit and kind of watch the crews do what they do as they clean up this mess, because the storm, next round of it, is on its way. Back to you in the studio.
A lot of excitement for a no school day on President's Day. All right, bye, you guys.